Hello you lovely people, welcome back again. It's been maybe a week since I've posted a video, I think, and today is about being a foreigner here, and that's all you will ever be. And I mean all you'll ever be, regardless of your visa type, whether you're on a tourist visa, whether you're on a 13A, whether you're on a retirement the retirement plan, makes no difference. You're only ever going to be a foreigner here, and I think it's the same in any country. You go to another country, you get permanent status, you're still only ever going to be a foreigner, meaning you're not going to be part of the team here, and you're truly not. Here is very let's just say you get into an accident, which I have twice, but only one time the police was involved. And the reason why the police was involved was because it was outside of a police station where it happened. And it was very clear that it was the Filipinos' fault. But we went to the police station, and the guy that caused the accident was talking in Visaya to the policeman. And we had to write down, sketch what happened. And the police immediately started targeting me, and this is true, guys. This is very, very true. I had to give my license. That's the story. The ORCR, the insurance, all up and above board. And he said, "How did you get your license, my Philippine license here?" And I said, "At the LTO." "Yeah, but how did you get it?" So I showed him my British license, and I said, "As you are probably well aware, sir, I was all respectful, as you do. Doesn't matter what country you're in, your own country. I think more so if you're in a foreign country, you must be respectful." And I said, "I just did a simple conversion, sir, because as you well know, after 90 days, without an international driving permit, we have to apply, all foreigners have to apply for a Philippine driving license." He said, "Yes, but how did you get it?" So I said I went into the LTO and I did a conversion. "Who did you see?" I said, "Well, I don't know." I said it was numerous places, window 1, window 2, window 3. And he said, "Because there is a lot of corruption here." I said, "Yes, I'm well aware of that, sir. I'm well aware of that." "Okay," he said. "How long have you been here?" Asking me all these questions first, even before, because he was talking to the guy first. I said, "I've been here at that time," because it was 3 years ago. The first accident I had was 3 years ago. I said, "I've been here for over 5 years." "Ah, okay. Passport?" I said, "Yes, I've got a passport, sir, but," I said, "I don't bring it with me. It's in the house." "Everything up to date?" I said, "Yes, sir, everything up to date." "Would you mind getting me a passport?" I said, "What now?" I said, "Well," I said, "before we go into that," I said, "can we just deal with this first? Because it doesn't matter if my passport is with me or not." Sorry, that they started, look, the roosters. "It doesn't matter about my passport at the moment." I says, "What matters is I'm bleeding. I think my foot's broken. My arm is all smashed up, and I'm sat here in pain." So he said, "Right, okay." So he said, "You shouldn't have been," to me, he said, "from what I can understand, after talking to this guy, not talking on my side, he said, from what I can understand, you turned without signalling." I said, "Sir," I said, "I wasn't turning. I said, I was preparing to turn." And I said, "This guy here overtook me on the inside." I said, "It doesn't matter what country you're in, the law is the law. You cannot undertake." So he was listening to me, and I said, "Oh," I said, "because I'm outside of the police station and the municipality, there's cameras. You got cameras there, right?" He says, "Yes, I have, or we have." I said, "Right." I said, "Just to clarify everything and to just stop this here and now, let's get the video footage." And I said, I was turning left. I said, I was preparing to turn left. And this guy come up and undertook me. So and he's banged into me. He went. So I said, "You've got the video footage." And I said, "If you haven't got them, sir," I said, "the area municipal has, because I've got a friend who works in the municipality, and he told me that these cameras are always working because they have to be." Changed his tone. This policeman changed his tone, guys. He changed his tone. So then he looks at this other guy. Bearing in mind, my wife's with me. Okay, so she was in the accident as well. She was a pillion. And I said, "Mira, talk to him in your language. You know, tell him what happened." So she's talking to him, and he just went like that to my wife, like, stop. So I'm thinking, God, this is so rude. This is just so. It's discrimination because I'm the foreigner. He's sticking up. But anyway, he had no choice but to agree with my side because he knew it was all on video. So he said to me, "What do you want to do?" And my bike was smashed up, okay? When we had the accident, the guy who caused the accident, he was just, oh my God, he was playing. He was on the floor going, oh, like that. I was on the floor and I got up, I just made sure my wife was okay. I said, "Are you okay?" "Yeah, fine." And the guy on the floor, because the police were coming then, it was outside the police station, as I mentioned, putting it on, you know. And I said, "Get up." I said, fooling around on the floor like that. I said, "You aren't getting anything out of me because it's your fault." That's what it's all about, you see. It's all about this. Anyway, the police come and he got up, nothing wrong with him, not even a scratch on him. He only had a light little XRM bike. I had a big Kawasaki 200cc, very heavy, very bugger bike. Anyway, you know, then the policeman said to me in the police station, what did I want to do? He said, because we can't put him in prison. I said, "I'm not wanting to put you in prison, him in prison." I said, "I'm just wanting you to know the truth of what happened and realising it's not me." So he said, "Well, what do you want to do?" I said, "Look," I said, "I just want to go home." I think I was shocked, guys. I really do. I think I was in shock. So he said, "Well, what about the guy paying for the damages on your bike?" I said, "No." I said, "I'm all right." I said, "I'm just a bit smashed up." He says, "Do you want me to call you an ambulance?" I said, "It's too late for that." I said, "I'll sort that out when I go home, sir." He said, "Well, do you want to make a case?" I said, "I don't want to make a case." He said, "Well, what about going down to your barangay, making a case there to make the guy pay for the damages on your bike?" I said, "No, I don't want to do that." And the police then said to the guy, "You are a very lucky person that this guy, me, does not want to press charges against him." So the guy shook my hand. The police said, "Shake his hand." So he shook my hand. It was my bad hand. Oh, God Almighty. Away he went. He was on his bike gone. There's nothing wrong with him. I come back here, and I was in a lot of pain for about 3 weeks. And everyone said to me, "Why didn't you why didn't you get him to at least pay the damages?" Because he would have took you to the cleaners, which he would have done. That's why he was rolling around on the floor. And this is what I mean, guys, how we haven't got any rights here as such. You haven't, unless you can prove something in black and white, beyond questionable doubt, you will lose your cases here. And this goes with anything at all. Have you ever noticed when you've gone to buy something and for an example, it happened to me. It's happened to me lots of times, but this time really niggled me. And it was a couple of days ago, sorry. And we go into this shop all the time, and I buy things in this shop all the time. Now, the owner of the shop is brilliant. She's a really lovely lady, and her husband is a lovely man. But this particular time, they had some, like a shop assistant as the teller. Now, I buy these little eggs for my boy, these little chocolate eggs. And they 7 pesos each. This woman said, I bought 2. So she said, 40 pesos. Excuse me? I said, 40 pesos. I said, yeah, 2. She said, yeah, 20 pesos each. I said, no. I said, they 7 pesos each. I said, I come in here very often and buy these for my little boy. She said, 7 pesos each? I said, yeah. So there was another shop assistant round the back. So she said, how much are these eggs? She said, 7 pesos. She said, oh, I'm sorry, sir. She knew how much they were, in fact, she knew how much they were because it was on the packet. 7 pesos. So that's what I mean. Now, they wouldn't do that to a Filipino. They wouldn't do that. So, although I love living here, I really do love living here. you know, just remember, guys, you know, don't let your guard down. Don't let your guard down, because you haven't got any rights here. As I said, regardless of status, I mean visa status. The only way you would have a right here is if you were to, after 10 years, apply for citizenship. And then, you know, you're a Filipino citizen. But I don't think you'd still have the same status as a real citizen of the Philippines. The colour of your skin will always be a discrimination here. And I don't mean that in a bad way, guys. I don't mean that in a bad way. But legally wise, you know, all the Filipinos here that I mix with are great guys, you know, and they make me feel part of the family. They really do, you know. They make me feel part of it, part of living here to a degree, not 100%. I sometimes feel like an outsider, which is natural, you know. This is all part and parcel of living in a, you know, in another country. And you know, there's a lot of bloggers, you know, who built houses and their relationships have broken down, and it's very sad, you know. It is very sad, because they do lose it. You do lose it. You know, you can, yeah, you can take it to court, argue the toss, but you know, you can't get blood out of a stone. You know, they possibly might make the person sell the house and divide the money, but how long does it take here to sell a house, guys? You know, it's not like back in the West, where you can put your house on the market and, you know, you can have people looking in a week earlier, you know, and it's a done deal. But here, I know a couple of guys who's got their houses on the market, and they've been on the market for at least 3 years, and no one's really interested. So here, you lovely people, it's I think what you have to do is get rid of all of that Western way from you. Because if you come here with a Western way, which you do to begin with, and you keep with that Western way, then you're just not going to be happy, because you're going to keep thinking, hey, this wouldn't happen in my country, this wouldn't happen in... Even when I was stopped from the police one time, you know, and they were saying driver's license or RC, I was compliant all the way through it, because it's the law. I'm here in their country. It's no use me getting upset where they could be targeting me because they think that my bike might not be legal, so they might be expecting a little bit of payment, perhaps. Just a suggestion. But I just get on with it now, you know. But I think many foreigners here don't get bikes or cars, and they just rely on public transport, because it does eliminate many problems if you have an accident. Especially if there's no witnesses, especially if there's no cameras. I mean, that accident I had, if there was no camera, and I wasn't arguing the case with them about being a camera there, and if the police station camera wasn't working, I knew the municipality police CCTV was working. And they knew that, and you know, and I said, you've only got to see the marks on the road as well, getting back to the accident, and you can see what happened. You can see what happened, you know. He was undertaking me as I'm turning left. So yeah, just bear it in mind, guys, that you have not got any rights here. You really haven't. There has even been cases here, a disgruntled Filipina, where they've split up from their husband, husband as well, or boyfriend, but there was a case, husband, I can't remember their channel. But anyway, she got him deported, just by saying his visa was up to date, but saying that he was aggressive and this, that and the other, and they just made his life so difficult that they deported him. So again, don't upset the wrong people, especially your partner. You know, if you have an argument with your partner, or you know, she wants you out the house, yes, she might have built the house, just get out. Don't, because you might have built a life here, and if she just makes an allegation, then you go to prison first. That's what happens. And unless you've got that bail money to get out, you stay in prison till your case is heard, and you can be in prison here for years before your case is finally sorted. So Me, if anything like that ever happened to me here, I would just leave. I would simply just leave and I'd start again. I wouldn't leave the Philippines because I love it here, you know, even being stung. You know, I love the Philippines. And I wouldn't let any lady drive me out unless I was forced out, meaning she made an allegation against me, or she made my life so difficult where she caused me trouble. I would just move away from that place. I would move away from that province or from that area. Definitely. It's not worth it, you know, regardless of age. You know, that's just my thinking. That's just my thinking, people. Sorry for this. I've got to show you this quickly, guys. I've had my concrete floor done. Here, I've got to show you actually. Oh, how am I doing? Oh yeah, I'll show you. So I've had my concrete flooring done, and it's finished now. So the flooring outside is done, as you can see. Very good job. Happy. Happy, happy, happy. So this is done. It's got a toilet now, a dining table. And the sliding door for the bathroom is also complete. They did a very good job actually. Tempered glass, solid. Very good, it slides, very nice. It's a good job, I'm very happy. He's my son. Okay, say hello to the people. Hello. Good boy. So yeah guys, that's it. I will leave you to your day and thank you for taking the time to stop by and watch this content. Take good care guys, thank you. Bye bye.